Oh, nice fish. What a beautiful. There we go, I got it. Oh, what a beautiful fish. Look at that beautiful rainbow. What a dandy fish. Wow. Awesome. Just totally awesome. Let me get reorganized here, get him on a stringer, and we'll get back at it on the Dick Knight, the tiny Dick Knight at that. Let me show you this Dick Knight spoon. Little tiny Dick Knight doing big work today. That's a really nice fish. That's 2.5, 3 pound fish. So awesome.
The Trigger Spoon Junior, big enough to draw strikes from trophy trout, small enough to round up a limit of pan-sized fryers, and the perfect spoon to put on the end of your line when the trolling gets tough. Pick up your kit of Trigger Spoon Juniors today at fishhuntshoot.com.
Howdy folks, Cal Kellogg here. Got an interesting question this morning emailed to me from Greg Grimes of Carmichael, California, and he asked, if big baits equal big fish, why do I troll small spoons? And he referenced my micro trigger spoon, a spoon just like that one there. And the fact of the matter is, yeah, sometimes I fish small spoons, sometimes I fish small flies, sometimes I fish very small baits, but I almost never set out in the morning and start fishing with small baits. You gotta remember, I fish systematically, and my systematic approach goes something like this. I like to start off fast and aggressive, and that means I'm either gonna be pulling something early in the morning, like a trigger spoon magnum like that, maybe a speed spoon. If I'm gonna go just a little bit slower, I'll troll a standard trigger spoon. If I'm gonna pull that magnum, I'm gonna be pulling it upwards of 3 miles an hour. If I'm gonna pull a standard trigger like that, I'm gonna be going about 2.7. I'm gonna cover water, I'm gonna watch the sonar, I'm gonna try to establish a fast aggressive pattern. I'm gonna see if I can catch fish early on those large spoons. Maybe they're big fish, maybe they're not. Maybe I don't catch anything, but I locate some promising areas. Maybe I catch some fish early on, but then as the sun hits the water, that bite dies. When it's time to start adapting, now the fast trolling has established some areas where I know there are fish. Maybe I caught a few, I know there are fish that are there that are willing to feed. That's the time I start downsizing. My first stop after my large, aggressive stuff is my Trigger Spoon Junior right there. I'm gonna pull that anywhere from about 1.5 to 2.2. 1.8 is gonna be my target speed. I'm gonna play with those fish with my Trigger Spoon Juniors. I'm gonna try a few different colors and see what happens. Now maybe there's still a little chop in the water. Maybe I pick up 3 or 4 more fish. Maybe it's a great bite and I don't change for the rest of the day, but maybe I catch a few fish on that. The water goes glassy, I get some insect hatches going on and things get very tough. That's when I'm really gonna dial my speed down. I might break out a night crawler, put that on one rod, break out my micro trigger spoon, put that on another rod, go very subtle, no blade, no flasher, no nothing. Troll a naked spoon like that out in open water and they will absolutely find it. Pan-sized trout will find it, large trophy-sized trout will find it. Now, if I'm out there and I'm doing that and it's classy, and all of a sudden it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I get a big, push of wind and I start getting some little small white caps and stuff like that, and I'm still catching fish on the micro and on my worms, I'm gonna pull that stuff off even though I'm still catching fish on it, and I'm gonna go back to the big stuff because I know that surface chop is gonna embolden the fish, it's gonna oxygenate the water, and 9 times out of 10, the fish are gonna get more aggressive, and that's when I'm gonna go back to the big fast stuff and give it a try. It doesn't always work. 90% of the time it does work, and I can always go back to the small stuff whenever I want. But whenever I get a push of wind in the afternoon, I'm gonna try getting aggressive again. I'm gonna try, bombing those fish. I'm gonna try to get some reaction strikes out of them, and I'm gonna try to target those bigger fish with bigger offerings. I hope that clears that issue up for everybody out there. Remember, systematic, it's a systematic approach. That's how you want to approach trout fishing on a day-to-day basis. And I don't care where you're fishing. You want to start out the day fast and aggressive, and then you want to periodically, slow down and downsize as the fish tell you that's what you need to do. I've been out on lakes before where I start out fast and aggressive, and I stay fast and aggressive all day long. It's all about taking the temperature of the fish and adapting your approach throughout the day to match the temperament of the fish you're fishing for. I'm Cal Kellogg. I'm signing off for now. If you're looking for trigger spoons, micros, magnums, whatever, rods, reels, and more, you know where to go. FishHuntShoot.com. I'll catch you next time right here on YouTube. And if you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you will get an alert every time I'm on here talking trout fishing tactics or whatever I'm talking about. I want to thank you guys for all the support. The channel is growing by leaps and bounds, and if it wasn't for you guys, none of this would be possible. I'm Cal Kellogg. You stay safe.